A number of taxi firms in Hull and East Yorkshire say they're annoyed that cabbies who are licensed 200 miles away are plying their trade in this area. Several drivers have obtained valid licences from Berwick-upon-Tweed Council in Northumberland. Local operators claim it means that these cars and their drivers aren't facing the same checks as they do. Philip Norton explains.
The morning wipe of the windows before hitting the road, but when the cloth gets round to the back, the issue over taxi licensing becomes clearer. This is a Whitehall City Council issued licence plate, but there are now a number of green plates issued by a council more than 200 miles away, plying for business on the city's streets.
The problem we have in Hull at the moment is that some operators are exploiting a loophole in the law. Berwick-upon-Tweed have deregulated their hackney carriages, and it's allowing people to register the cars and licence the cars in Berwick as a hackney carriage and then come and work in the Hull and East Riding area as a private hire.
Because it doesn't demand literacy or numeracy tests, it's easier to get a taxi licensed in Berwick-upon-Tweed, which is located near the Scottish border in Northumberland. Exploiting laws dating back to the 1840s means the taxis can then be used around the country. And so far, Berwick Council has licensed nearly 700 taxis. That's one for every 40 residents.
They're taking business offers, but we're also getting a lot of complaints from customers that these people don't understand what they're saying. A lot of the drivers appear to be foreign drivers. They don't seem to know the way around or where they're going or where any of the local landmarks are, and people are just complaining of having problems with them.
The problems got so bad in some areas that the local authority in Newcastle took Berwick Council to the High Court. Hull City Council have no plans to take similar action.
The licensing officers they do have regular meetings across the country, and of course we will offer our support to Newcastle in their court case. But it is still a relatively small number of cars that are operating in this area. We think it's around 8 or 10. So it's not a significant problem. There are over 1,000 vehicles registered in Hull.
In a statement, Berwick-upon-Tweed Borough Council said it had been approached by private hire operators from other parts of the country because other councils were not complying with their legal obligations to treat applicants from outside the UK on equal terms to those within the UK. It went on to say anyone applying for a licence would have to go through normal criminal records checks as well as having their vehicle tested, which may include trips to Berwick. But it did say it was reviewing its local licensing policy. Philip Norton, BBC Look North, Hull.
Well, the story, of course, you might want to comment on, and don't forget, if you've ever got a story that you think we should be investigating or looking at on the programme, then do drop me the email. Now, this Tuesday night, thanks for being there. Still to come on the programme before 7, how Christmas is already here as far as the big shops are concerned.